So on the swollen, or on the lug nut video where I used a 3-foot snap-on breaker bar to break them loose, and it's probably 1,300 foot-pounds plus of torque on these things that it took to break them loose. Everybody's idea on what it would take to get them loose. I think a lot of people just weren't really thinking. They weren't using their dipstick. When you've got a 3-foot breaker bar, a 20mm socket, a 4-foot extension on that breaker bar, and you've got a 300-pound guy on the end of it pulling down on that thing, you've got well over the torque that most impacts can apply to break things loose until you get up to a 3/4 impact. Now, if I took a 3/4 impact and sent it to break those things loose, I'd strip the lugs out with how bad they were. So your theory on, oh, just grab an impact, it'll take them right off, no. It's flawed. You weren't thinking. I think you were just trying to give some advice where you think you were helping, but you're really not thinking when you say stuff like that, because you would have stripped those lugs right off that thing. It would strip the corners off of it, so that wouldn't work. And then a lot of people were saying, well, you could have used some heat and just heated the lug nuts up. Not a good idea either. When the lug nuts are bound, not so much on the threads, but when they're bound into the aluminum, because they're steel and you've got soft aluminum that you're pressing the lug nuts into, you're not going to be able to take heat to that and get those loose. All you're going to do is you're going to swell those lug nuts inside that housing, and you're actually going to bind it up if that's how they're frozen up inside the rim. Oh, put some spray on it, put some spray on it. When you've got a lug nut that's that tight, there's not very much spray that's going to creep back in there into that. We did spray them. So contrary to what people were saying, some things were done that we didn't say in the video, and there were some things that were not done because we used our noggin. We were thinking with our dipstick and knew that it wouldn't make a difference. It would probably make it worse in some situations. So the best thing that you can do is you got to try to work with it with what you got, and that's what we did. So since then, since that video and its popularity, I ordered a 3/4 inch breaker bar, 41 inch from Mac, and then I ordered all of the 3/4 sockets and stuff, and the next one that comes in, I'll do a demonstration on that and the ease of getting it off as well. So yeah, your theories on what works and what doesn't work is not going to work in every application. So maybe ask questions more rather than just saying things to try to figure out the situation, the context, and how it was set up. It was more a video to really entertain people than anything, to show them what we have to go through sometimes with the Ford stupid lug nuts and how they lock up inside the rim and corrode and everything else. But other than that, y'all have a blessed day.